Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be downloading and creating a bootable USB drive. I'll be adding the links to the description. Now I know after there are many tutorials on how to do this, but I'm doing this for the sake of my viewers because I'm planning on start from the beginning to more advanced stuff down the road, and for that we have to crawl before we can run. Anyways, let's get started. So on this one, the only thing that I did, the only thing you have to do is Google Windows 10 ISO download, and it will give you these links, but just click on the first one. Okay, and you click on this one. You're gonna have to download. It's not gonna be to download straight up it's not gonna have a link to download the ISO straight up to your computer. You're gonna have to download this tool. I already have downloaded the tool, but you just click on it and save the file. Now this one is going to my downloads folder, but I already have one here. So you just basically double click on it. It's gonna ask for permission. You click yes, and it's gonna start getting things ready. Now the cool thing about Windows 10 is that you require a license, but at the same time you don't. What I mean by that is basically it's not like the old Windows that I think I don't know if Windows 7 did it, but all the old Windows basically what used to happen is that they will give you like a trial. Actually, Windows 7 now, I remember, it give you like a 30-day trial, and then after the 30 days you could renew for 30 more days, and then it will lock up. On Windows 10 you can install it and run it without a license, and it's gonna leave like a watermark, like around here. It's gonna leave like a watermark, and the only thing that it does is that it lacks a few features, kind of like changing the background and some other features. But besides that, I mean, you can run it like any other computer. You can download and install applications, surface the web, do many things with it without a license. So many people do it if they're on a budget or something like that, because you get the full function of Windows. Well, like I said, it lacks some features, but I have done it in the past, run Windows with the watermark, and the features that it lacks, I don't even need them. You can leave the stock wallpaper. It's no big deal. Or you can I don't remember one from top of my head, but there's some other features that it lacks Windows 10 without a license. That basically you just type in the license and unlock those features, but no big deal. Anyway, so let's go back to this tutorial. Okay, so you click on accept. It's gonna get a few things ready. It's gonna take some time. This tool, even if you have like really good internet, it takes some time. So I have really fast internet, but when it comes to this tool, it takes some time. Okay, upgrade the Windows 10 or create a bootable USB. Okay, so we're downloading the ISO and we're creating a USB. Now here, you can leave it like that, and basically these are the defaults because my system is 64-bit, so basically it sees that and it wants to download that version. But in case, let's say you're doing for another computer where the hard drive died, or you are upgrading, or you just want a clean install on another computer, here's where you choose that. You can choose the languages. I have done that in the past. I have chosen Spanish, and basically what it does, it changes the entire language of the system. But on this case, just for this purpose, we're doing English. We're doing Windows 10, and the architecture, you can do 64 bits, 32 bits, or both. The difference between these options is that obviously 32 bits is for 32-bit systems, 64 bits for 64-bit systems, and both basically, if you don't know the architecture of your system, if you've never seen it, like, or you never care about it, let's say your hard drive died, and you never care about checking the architecture of your system, and you don't know what it is. So basically you do both. The difference also is that these files are gonna be maybe like 4 or 5 gig size, while on this one is gonna be like 6 or 7 gig size. So on this one, I believe you may be able to get away with a 4 gig flash drive on these two, but on this one, since it contains both 32 and 64 bits, you're gonna have to use at least an 8 gig flash drive. So in this case, I'm doing both, and I'm clicking next. Now you can plug in a USB, like right here, say it needs at least an 8 gig hard drive, 8 gig flash drive, my bad. Okay, so you can use this option right here, but me personally, I like to keep the ISO for futures, so I can have it in stock. I usually keep one in stock, and once a new one comes up, like there is an update or something significant, I'll download it and replace it. And I use that for my customers whenever I have to do a clean install, when a hard drive dies or it gets like so many viruses that you can mess with it. I'll do is I'll go through the Linux side and extract the media, pictures, music, whatever they have, if they want to save it. If they don't care about it, basically clean install and start from scratch, start fresh, and it will feel like a brand new computer. Anyway, so in this case, like I said, we're downloading the ISO. We click next. Now where you want to download it. On this case, it's on the desktop, but as you can see, I already download the ISO, so I don't have to do this. And on this case, I'm just gonna do for purposes, I'm gonna go to the download folders, and I'm gonna click save, and that's it. It's gonna start downloading. Unfortunately, I don't think I can cancel this anymore. There you go. Are you sure you want to quit? Now the reason that I'm quitting is because, like I mentioned, I already have the ISO right here. So I just went ahead so I could show you the steps that you have to follow. Okay, so here we have the ISO. Now we're gonna need this tool, the Rufus tool. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. Here's like I said, I'll be putting the links on the description. This is the Rufus tool, and with this one we can create bootable USB drives. Now I'll suggest to download the portable version. There's not any difference in me, since sometimes I'm on the go. I'll just download the portable version, put it on a flash drive, and if I'm with a customer that requires to be, I don't know, like I need to rescue some data, or maybe doing a clean install, I can just pull out my laptop, put this in, or if I don't have my laptop, I can use one of the other computers, run this file and create a bootable USB so I can work on it. So I mean, it's pretty handy when you use the portable. Now I already downloaded that one, and it's right here, Rufus 3.4. You double click on it, it's gonna ask for permissions. You click yes, and right here. Now, since the 8 gig flash drive that I have is the only one that I have plugged in, you will only see that one. Let me unplug it so you can see what happens. Right there. Now it's plugged in. That's it. It's the only drive that is plugged in. Now we have to select the file. This is the desktop where the file is, and in your case it might be on the download folder, and here you'll have to look for it. Right here I have two other ISOs. I have Prime OS. It's OS basically kind of like Android. I want to play with it, and this is like I mentioned on my previous video, I'm planning to do some virtual machines, so this will be a good environment to do it. I haven't had the time yet, but like I mentioned in the beginning, I want to start from the beginning and then move on to more advanced stuff. So for right now, I'm doing this for my viewers, and next thing on the next episode, I will try to install it to a actual metal. I have two computers that need to be re-imaged, so I'm just going to use one. For example, I have an AMD and Intel. They're all old, but the cool thing about Windows 10 is that it can run nice on all hardware compared to Windows 7 or something like that. But I think Windows 7 is finally reaching the point where it's no longer going to be supported. But anyways, okay, so we click select, we click the file that we want, and we click open. Now once that's done, okay, now that once that's done, I'm just gonna rename it, because when you're done creating the USB, this is gonna show, but just for testing purposes, so you can show the difference, this is how the USB is labeled. So let me open this up. Okay, so this is right here. This is a Windows install. This is the USB. Is labeled as ESD ISO. Okay, so for this case, I'm just gonna label this Windows 10. Let's see if I can do 86, 64. Okay, I'm just gonna erase the space from here. Now it's all together, Windows 10, 32-bit and 64-bit. Now we click start. Now this is the first warning. The first warning basically tells you that it's gonna destroy everything on the USB flash drive. So make sure the flash drive is clean. There is no any important data you might miss. I don't know, pictures, Word documents or something like that. I'm not responsible for it. So this is gonna delete everything. Make sure it either has something you don't care about or it's clean. You already have everything backed up. So now we click OK, and it's gonna start the process. It's gonna start creating the flash drive. Okay, now this might take some time. Yeah, this might take I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. Even if you have like a good hardware, like the latest or brand new hardware, it still takes some time, because there's the issue is there's like a whole bunch of little files, and those are the one that takes the most time. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this running, and I'll be back when it's done. So it says that it's ready. It says to start. Basically what happened is that it just finished creating the ISO. Now I don't know if you noticed, but the name of the drive, no, this is not the drive, right here, this is the name of the drive. It changed. It says Windows 10, and I mean it's covered right here, but it was supposed to say 86 lower, I think it's the little line right here, and then 64. Anyway, so now you see it changed. But let me open a window. Open right here. It also changed the name right here. I guess it was too long or something. But right here is Windows 10-8. It was supposed to say 86, then 64 for 32-bit and 64 bits. Anyway, so this is it. We successfully created a bootable USB. On my next episode, I'll be doing and then installation, like I mentioned. I'll be doing an installation on actual hardware, on I think it's a Core to Do or something like that. I don't remember. Actually, it's two PCs. There's an AMD. There's an AMD and sorry about that. It's an AMD and Intel CPU. So stay tuned for that. If you have any suggestions, leave it on the comments. If not, I'll keep doing these episodes until we move forward. Like I said, we're gonna start from the basics, and then we're gonna move forward like more advanced stuff. Right now we're creating a USB. Next we're starting on hardware, and hopefully from there we can start doing some more stuff, more fun stuff than this. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you.